You know, I had a minute talking to the president about you, about the three of you. And I now know where the patience comes from, because he expressed such complete confidence in the three of you at every minute of this process. And for his director of OMB, who he, as you say, he's known you the shortest amount of time, just since this presidency, really. He used the word awe. He just is, you know, amazed by you and thrilled by your complete command of everything that you are hoping your OMB director is in command of. And so he absolutely, you know, filled up that minute about you with a praise level that would just thrill everybody you know and you.
Can you read that out to my parents? Well, thank you for letting me know that. I mean, you know, it's when you're in war fighting mode, as these two know, it's sometimes hard to hear nice things about you, especially from your boss, who's the president of the United States. So I'm just glad we were able to do what needed to be done. And we only did that because we got that from him. Failure was not an option here.
And, you know, when the word Ricchetti comes up in a conversation with him, he starts talking about Steve Ricchetti as if he's talking about the greatest athlete he's ever seen over a 30-year period of doing this kind of work in the White House. And he just goes on about Steve, and couldn't do it without you.
Well, this was really the three of us with the president. The reason I think we were effective in this is that we knew where we were supposed to go. We knew what he wanted us to do. That's, I think, the coin of the realm in this is for people to believe who you're negotiating with or who you're talking to or working on to get something done affirmatively, that you're speaking on behalf of the president, that he understands, and you will report fairly and accurately to him the other side of the equation. And we take great pride in being able to do that way and to do our work that way. And it's really, again, at his direction. And so it's been an honor. I've been with him almost 12 years now. It's been an honor every single day to be in these roles with him. And I can say all three of us are enormously or have enormous pride about everything we've been able to accomplish legislatively over the last 2.5 years, including this work, because I think the progress has been historic and it will be long lasting. I think it's really a durable strategy to help both invest in the country and to secure our economic future.
And Louisa, when he talks about you, and the president talks about you, he gets emotional very quickly, because immediately he's going all the way back to kindergarten.
It's been a long time. I feel very, it's a pleasure and a privilege to have your boss, but also be someone that you've looked up to your whole life and known and been in their house and see expressions that you're like, wait, those, like, they have the same expressions sometimes. And but it is, I tell him I feel lucky every moment that I get to walk in the door here and to have such a long and deep relationship with someone that I admire so very much.
So you're a kid in kindergarten in Delaware, and the parents, the father of your classmate, Beau Biden, is a United States Senator. At what grade do you comprehend this?
Right. It did take a little while. That is a very accurate. I mean, you know, kids. So I always joke to him that he was one of the first people in maybe Delaware to have like a fax machine, and it was in the living room, and the whole thing was like, do not touch, break, breathe on the fax machine as we were running around. And so I would say it was not really until maybe middle school where you realize it, and we start doing the school trips, but that were special school trips to Washington, D.C. because we were with Beau's dad. So, but it definitely took a little while. For a while, he was just my friend's dad.
Well, I've never known a bond like this between a president and someone working in the White House, and it's the very first thing he talks about when he talks about you.
It's very special. I feel very lucky.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.